Well, we're not pleased with the loss, but I think we're pretty pleased with our effort. We continue to talk to our kids about the full 40 minutes of play. We went to Minnesota and played terrific, but we only played terrific for about 38 minutes. At Penn State the other night, didn't play until the last 5 minutes of a 40-minute game. So pleased the fact that we bounced back after a really disappointing loss at Penn State, a game at which we should have, I think, had a better mindset, a better approach. We needed a better energy level, effort, and I thought we got that out of them today. Maryland's a terrific team. They potentially, I think there's potential over there on that sideline for them to be a Final Four team. And we did a lot of good things. Not in the first half in particularly. I thought we got some good looks offensively, didn't hit shots. They shot right around 63% in the first half. We got ourselves in a little bit of a hole, but I liked how our gang came out in the second half and competed. And that's what we asked them to do. Is it could have gone one of two ways. It could have gone like the Ohio State loss, or it could have gone like this. And so we will find some positives out of this. I thought Tyra Buss played terrific today, and I think that she had some other pieces around her. Jen Anderson. We had 4 kids in double digits. Gassian continues to get comfortable in her role, but just didn't have enough. We just ran out of time. I think that we had a few more minutes there. Hopefully, we could have made it a little bit more interesting. But overall, never pleased with the loss, but we'll take some good things from this, and we got to carry them over to Wednesday night against Michigan State.
I think you said before, Tyra, that you wanted to see some of the freshmen some confidence, some aggressiveness.
Right.
Did you see some of that from her today?
I did. I was a little bit frustrated with her from a defensive perspective, particularly in the first half when we were giving up easy looks off of inbounds plays. I said to the kids going out, we've really spent time on our defending out of bounds, because we felt like that was one of the reasons that we came up short against Minnesota, our inability to guard baseline out of bounds plays better and be more effective. And so she had a couple miscues there, I thought, defensively, but I thought offensively she was in attack mode throughout the afternoon, and we need our guards to continue to do that, get to the free throw line. We did a great job of that against Penn State, of getting to the free throw line. We just didn't do a great job of boxing out the way we needed to.
I mean, you didn't shoot well percentage-wise, but then I think you had 25 points off turnovers and
Right.
hit the free throw line. So did that help, I guess?
Well, we outscored 42 to 34 in the paint.
Right.
We could score 25 points off of their turnovers. 10 fast break points. So there are a couple of statistics there that stand out that we made some ground on. We just dug ourselves a little bit of a hole there in the first half with not getting the stops, but give them credit. You still have to hit shots on the outside, and they did that.
When the shots weren't falling outside, though, did you change your strategy at all? Because you started taking a little less threes.
Well, we did, but we also talked to our kids about you have to give them some positive juice too. We're good shooters, and so we kept the two things we kept talking to them about is, again, attacking off the ball screens, trying to go downhill, trying to get to the basket, trying to get ourselves to the free throw line. But we encouraged our kids at halftime. We got easy kickouts, shoot it. You're open, shoot it. Those shots are gonna fall, and a lot of it with us is that we have to have short memory. I mean, we got to make sure that our hands and feet are ready, and we're locked and loaded when that ball comes to us. We got to shoot it with confidence, and even though we didn't shoot it terrific from the three-point line, I was pleased with the way we kept attacking. We didn't back down, you're going against some of those kids that are more athletic than we are, bigger than we are. And I think, kids in that situation have a tendency to be more hesitant, more passive. So I was just proud of the way that we continue to be aggressive. throughout, and got ourselves to the free throw line. You know, we had some miscues for sure, but I thought for the most part, I liked our toughness today, trying to get to the basket, and you know how we. The other thing I liked, the fact that they only had 9 offensive rebounds, and this is a team that averages 19. So I thought we did, even though we got out rebounded, we did a really good job, I thought, of keeping them off the offensive glass.
I seem like with Maryland, they just have so many offensive threats, so many players who can score. How did you try to defend that? It's not like Minnesota where you have exactly.
No, they have 11 players, and they all can score. You hit it on the head. I mean, you just have to. You know, I thought one of the things that we told them at halftime, a lot of those shots in the first half that they took we were there, but that's not contested. In order to force a contested shot, your hands have to be up. And so I thought in the second half, you know, we told our kids, your hands have to be above your ears. It's a horse match out there right now. I mean, they're getting open shots. We're in the vicinity, we're in the area, but we're not forcing them to take contested shots. Our hands have to be up. Our sense of urgency, us getting from side to side, us staying connected on the outside, to taking away open looks is really key. But also the other part of that, though, is, you know, you got a big kid on the inside, like Brianna Jones, she just takes up so much space, and you know, you sometimes can get caught watching and not being where you need to be in terms of keeping her off the offensive glass, and she comes up with second chance points for them. So it's kind of like you got to pick your poison. But I thought the second half defensively, I thought we did a much better job of getting out to the shooters. And then I thought there were several times down the stretch that you know, I like the way we closed out the possession with a box out.
You called a lot of timeouts down the stretch, down 10 with like 24 seconds
Right.
left. So is it just trying to squeeze the
It
opportunity?
was, you know, again, you know, just trying to, you know, take advantage. We were trying to set up in our press, and, you know, it paid off there. We got, you know, we got a turnover, and then we got another turnover, and, you know, it gives our kids some confidence. I think going down the stretch here of the Big Ten, you know, you saw us use our 2-2-1 a little bit today. Our ability to in that situation, have to press and get some good things out of it. For a young team, I think that you know, those were positive things for our basketball team this afternoon.
In the 3 losses over the past week, would you say there's any like key lesson you've learned about the team?
You know, I don't know if there's a lesson. I think that I just think we have to be tougher. You know, when you go on the road, but even when you're at home, I mean, this is an unforgiving league, and nobody feels sorry for you. And I think that's the message that we continue to share with our players. Gosh, we were so close against Minnesota. Gosh, you know, we didn't show up against Penn State. Here we are today faced with another, we hung in there and it was respectable, you know, the top 6 team in the country. But that's not good enough. I mean, that'll never be good enough. And, you know, that's where your toughness, every possession matters offensively and certainly defensively. And that's where we have to grow as a basketball team. We have to have better leadership on the floor. We have to have some toughness going down the stretch when we have to have those stops, or the possession offensively is critical, and we got to get a score. And that's you know, that's a toughness thing. I think it's an intangible that all great teams have. And I think that we're still a work in progress in that area. But you know, I thought that we showed glimpses of that today. Like I said, this thing could have gone one of 2 ways, and I was happy with the way you know, our guys decided to come out and compete and keep it within reach. And so that's probably what we'll take from this. But certainly we'll find some things to correct and get better because of them.
Great, thanks guys.
Awesome.